Okay guys, welcome to my playthrough for Endless Legend. I've never played this game before, so if you haven't, enjoy the ride and learn along with me. Now I have played a demo of the Civilization Beyond Earth. Pretty much a similar game. I was sort of toss up between buying this and buying that. I've decided for Endless Legend. Hope I made the right decision. So let's play along and see what the game's like. So what we'll do is we'll play the introduction because I've never played it before, so best make sure we know how to play. Are you sure you want to start the tutorial? Well, it might be a good idea to figure out what we're doing. Loading. So basically, if you don't know, Endless Legend and Civilization are basically like a turn-based strategy game. Basically, to build your city up, and you can build armies and alter it the way you like to be able to basically conquer the globe. Welcome to Endless Legend. This game introduction will guide you through the core elements you will need to know how to play the game. Okay. In order to survive on this dangerous world, you will have to build a mighty empire and face powerful foes. The tale begins here, with your first army. It's looking for a good location to settle your first city. Right, fair dues. Select your army by clicking on it. So far so good. On the bottom left is your army panel. All the armies are represented on the map by the strongest unit among those. Okay. So, we have a level 1 settler. Right. Your army is currently composed of only a single unit. Well, why does it show 3 of them? Unless it's 1 unit, 3 people. A settler represented by several pawns on a hexagon. The settler gives an army the ability to found a city in a neutral region. A region that does not already contain a city. Fair play. Your army can see a distance of 3 tiles, right? From its position you can also zoom in and out for a better view. So I can. Shaded tiles represent areas you have explored that are not in your field of vision. Beyond that, the grey fog of war hides mysteries in fact. Area or mysterious? I'm useless at reading. It's not my forte, to be honest. Right, areas you haven't seen is fog of war. Right, so basically I know Splat. I know the Splat area. Okay. Army share a few attribute health points. Blah blah blah. Okay. Movement points determine how far your army can move in a turn, depending on the terrain movement penalties. Movement points for an army with a several blah 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 blah. Okay, so that numbers how many tiles I can move. Vision range determines how far your army can see on the map. Okie dokie. Its cost of 1 movement point to traverse most terrain tiles. However, some tiles like forest can cost more. Right? Okay, fair play. Each region has a fixed frontier and it can only contain 1 single city, which also exploits the region's terrain resources. Terrain resources are food, industry, science and dust. Dust. Why would you want to collect dust? If dust was worth something, I would be rich. Right, help you decide, you can toggle the display of the terrain resources on or off. That's handy. Click on the button located at the bottom right of the end panel. So that one that's flashing there. Ah, so that shows me my hexagon squares, so how many I can move. And yeah, so that one's obviously food. Bit of food around us. That's dust, I take it. Right. In most major factions, it's best to select a location for a city that gives access to these terrain resources on the surrounding tiles. Right. To found this city and colonize the region, select your army and click on the colonization army action button. Then click again on your tile. Okie dokie. So let's try and find a nice place to settle. Well, there's already something there. So we don't want to go on top of that one. There's some blue stuff over there. A dye deposit. I think I'll just have to pick somewhere simple for now, really. I think that's just forest. I don't know if you can build on forest or not. So I think we'll need food. I take it dust is going to be sort of like your currency. But I think food's going to be more important than money. Could be wrong. So what do we do now? So that's colonization. Can we move, or do we have to colonize here? I think we've got to colonize here. So click on that button. Oh no, don't. Right. So we can go to... so we can go within 3 spaces and colonize there. So if we go there, we've got food, 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 food and dust, food and dust. So we've got two dust and plenty of food if we go there. If we move down there, we've still got lots of food and a fair bit of dust. Right, let's try there. It's within our reach. There we go. Ooh. It's a funky looking rock city formation thingamajig. Right, select your city by clicking on its city centre or one of the 6 surrounding tiles that compose the exploration area of your city. Okay. Okay, this is looking complicated. Congratulations, you now rule over an entire region. Woohoo! This is a city interface. Right, simple enough. Your city centre plus 6 tiles surrounding it will collect every turn their terrain resources. Right, cool. So, if I'm reading that right, every turn we're going to get 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16 food, and 1, 2... is that 7 dust or 1? 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dust. Right, so we've got... Yeah, I think that's all you can get by the look of that, just dust and food. Right, the city centre has a city district tile. Automatically, I'm gonna sneeze. No, it's gone. City centre as a city district tile automatically modifies its initial terrain income, providing more dust and science. Hang on. Yeah. More dust, which is a dot, and science, which is the blue swirly thing, and but also a bit less food. Right? I don't know why it's less food. City tiles also provide a unique resource called influence. That'll be that purple one there. The worker panel details all the city's resources income. Right? So obviously, yeah, food, industry, right? Science, dust, and influence. Product per worker. Number of workers, city tiles, modifiers, total. Right, so that's my total income at the bottom there, which is the one I think we want to focus on. So we have actually got 19 food, 5 production, 1 science, 22 dust. That's not bad. And 1 influence. Right. Per worker production, resources from the tiles and potential modifiers, positive or negative, all have an impact on the total production you can expect from your city in the next turn. You can mouse over these elements and see the tooltips for more details. Too late, I've already done it. Right, you can move workers from one column to another in order to determine which production you want to boost in the next turn. Right, interesting. Drag and drop your worker to see the impact. So, if we take that out of food, right, and drop them in there, we get less food, but we get more industry. Okay, interesting. Food production cannot be stored. Excess food is automatically used each turn to produce additional city workers. Right, so each turn we can build up a supply to get more workers. That's cool. Right, the green part of the population growth bar shows that you're about to get an additional city worker next turn. Right, cool. Industry production also cannot be stored in your city. It should be used to construct new city improvements, units or regional expansions. Cool, so basically new buildings. A city should always have something queued for construction, otherwise the industry resource for that turn will disappear. Right, okay. A list of available constructions show that we can, that can be built for the city. The city improvement. Right, so that's down there. Fountain Memorial is available. City improvements are constructions giving different kinds of bonuses to your city. They can be built only once per city. Right? Like many interface elements, you can get more details about Founders Memorial by mousing over it and reading the tooltip. Okay, let's do that. So, Founders Memorial. Well, I would if that bar was in the way. Can we move that? Ah, that's helpful. Right, so this one-time construction, blah blah blah, leadership and founding to your empire. Right, okay, so basically it gives us an extra 2 food, 2 industry, 2 dust, 2 science, and 1 influence. I'm getting good at remembering them now. Can only be built once, right? Fair enough. Okay. Queue by clicking on it, right? Ah, so that goes into the queue. At the top of the queue, we'll use your city industry production for X turns until it's built. Right? As you can see, a certain number of turns will be required to build the memorial, as it costs 60 industry. I must... Right, got you, because I've got 10 industry, it takes 6 turns to build. It's easy enough to understand. You need to develop your science to get an edge over the empires. Science is at the empire level and used to research new technologies. Right, okay. So I take it I do it the same way. How do I add science? Similar to industry, you must keep researching new technologies if you don't want to waste your science. Fair enough. From the main banner, open the research screen at the top. That's going to be confusing. I've got to go down here, up there. Why didn't they make it all in one line? Right, okay, we'll click on that. Ooh, right. This looks complicated. Research screen is where you will help your empire evolve through technologies eras as you struggle towards a brighter future. Only the first of the 6 technology eras is currently accessible. Each era is represented by a circle regrouped a number of technologies. Right, yeah. So I can scroll across them. But at the... Oh, hang on. There we go. So back to there. No, you stay where you're at. You stay there. You move. Stay. Right. Where was I at? To enter a new era, you must research 9 new technologies from the previous era in order to which you do your research doesn't matter. Right, so basically I can research any of these. Once I've done 9, I can then move on to the next circle. Fair play. Easy enough to understand. The cost of science automatically increases for each new technology you research. In addition, researching in a more advanced era also costs more science. Right, so basically the further I go on, the more science I need. Fair enough. Some technologies directly unlock new powers or bonuses for your empire, while others unlock city improvements, expansions, or units that can be built in your cities. Fair enough. Blue circled... right, different colours. Never realised that. Blue circle technologies are already known. Good. Green ones are unknown. Several technologies can be selected in a row. They will be researched one after another in the order selected. Right, that's cool, so I can build up a queue. Right, so blue ones I've already got, and green ones I still have to get. Fair enough. Food industry technologies are usually a safe way to begin using your science. You can hover the mouse over the technologies and learn the effects. Once selected, a technology will take a fixed number of turns to be researched depending on your science. Right, so interesting. Basically I can move my little dude around between the different parts, between food, industry, technology, and so basically it can give me an edge on how I move forward. Right, quite cool. Right, so select the technology to research. Right, so what should we do next? So we've already got these blue ones. So let's have a look at the green ones. That's a green one. public building dedicated to collecting dusts. Right, so that's a way to get more money. I'm taking its money. What's this? Seeds planted are stored, so making crops are more reliable, increased demand. So that gives me more food during the summer, and 15% on the city must be permanent. That's cool. So we've actually got seasons on here as well. Power system. So that one gives me plus 20 thumbs up, whatever that is. I think that could be happiness. I think you've got to keep people happy as well. So I think food is probably going to be a good one to start with. Oh, but then again, industry is probably good as well, because then I can build new things quicker. Right there, improve quality. About a mill, increase the amount of industry produced. So we've got 6 industry. We can have 10 food, 2 dust, 5 dust. So I can build new. As for my army, I don't need an army just yet. I don't think. I think I need to concentrate on plus 60 fortification on city. That makes my city stronger, like, for military purposes. Right, I think I'm going to go for food. I didn't dwell on this too long. Right, so let's get more food. So note that right click can also be used to step back through the menus. Right, so there we go. Now we're back onto our map. End your turn when you are ready to go on by clicking the end turn button. Well, I take it that's us, so enter. Right, okay, I've done that. End your turn when you're ready by clicking on the end turn. Right, I've already done that. Right, there we go. The population of Splat has grown to 2. Splat, what a stupid name. Can I not rename it? Right, okie dokie. Thanks to your food production, the number of workers has increased. There are now 2 workers available. So there are. Borough Streets and expansion construction can now be selected from the list of available constructions. Expansions must be directly placed on the map and can be built several times. Right. So what does that do? Right, in order for a city to grow up in a controlled demeanour, new fields must be added in a way that permits regulated and sanitary growth by building streets, gutters and sewage systems. Right, okay, fair enough. So it gives me, right, so on city tile, so I take it I put it on one tile and that gives me these extras on that one tile. So, gives me quite a boost. Oh yeah, look, there we go. Happiness, that's what that thumbs up is, and we're 65% happy. I take it that's good. Right, okay. For most major factions, every 2 additional city workers makes 1 new borough available for construction. The Borough Streets enables you to extend your city exploration area by building a new city district next to an existing one. Right, so I think I can expand my tiles outwards, making a bigger city. Could be wrong, I think that's what it is. To cue the Borough Street construction, click on the construction, then click on the... Right, so click on that. And then select where to build it. Yeah, so it does expand outwards. So, let's move you across there. So where do we want to expand to? So that gives us food and dust. Well, that gives us a science. We haven't got many sciencey ones. And it gives us 3 food, whereas we get 6 food if we go over there. Oh no, I get 2, 4, 5. I get 7 food there actually. Dust, science. I think we'll go there. So that was built straight away. No. Right, I get you. It's planning to build it there, but it doesn't actually build for another 14 moves. Or it could be 18 moves, depending on if that needs to do another 4, then it clicks onto 14. We'll just have to wait until the next turn to see how that works. Well done. Like any other queue construction, your new city district will be functional only once constructions are complete. Yeah, kinda guessed that. Keep in mind that both separating your cities and spreading your city too wildly or setting new city causes your city approval, your happiness, to decrease, impacting your food and industry. Right. Hover over the approval bar in the city panel to get more info about its effects. So that so I've got... Right, so basically as I expand, my happiness goes down, which I have to build new buildings, which brings my happiness back up. I get that. Okie dokie, fair play. Now, yeah, I'll have a play with those in a minute. Right, so okay, I've done that. Overall, end your turn when you're ready. Right. So, in my next turn, I can get more science, which will build those faster. Or I can put more food, which will then give me more people. So what happens if I move? That goes down to 3 turns from 5. I can produce more science, which will do my research up there faster. Dust, haven't found a use for that yet. And influence, haven't found a use for that really either. Let's get my building done for now. So let's end turn. Do you have to press it twice or something? You have not selected technologies to research. Yeah, I have. Oh, stupid thing. I clicked on something in here, didn't I? Food. Seed storage. Kinda clicked on it right. That's kinda cool how it tells you you've done something wrong or haven't done something before you end your turn. Right, let's end. Don't forget that you have a world to explore. Scouting with armies will be your best way to discover the unknown. Okay, so the next step I take it is to send out an army. To create new units and explore the area, you must create unit designs. The unit Marine has a unit the unit Marine has a unit design in the list that's available for construction. Right. What sort? Display construction basic improvements, regional expansions, display constructible units. Right, so I don't know why that hasn't clicked across to it, but anyhow, add 2 copies of the unit design Marine to the construction queue. Okay. Done that. 2 units are queued, but several turns are required to build them. Right, okay. Dust. The dust, the most precious resource. Oh, now you tell me. Hasn't been introduced yet. It's stored at the Empire level and also be explored by Aussies. Exploited, in fact. Right. Yeah, so it takes 10 dust per turn according to that. Each turn, city improvements already built cost a small amount of dust. Right, so I've got to have plenty of dust so that my city can grow. Total upkeep of your city improvements is summed up here. There. Note that you'll be able to use the browse button to see the cost details. Proven to build cost your empire an upkeep of 10 dust each turn. Well, I have 2,000 dust, so I should be alright for now. Dust can also be used directly to buy out queued construction in order to get built in the next turn. Right. Note that you can scroll the list as well as drag and drop them to change priority. Construct on the buyout button of 2 of the units. Right. 39. Yeah, so right. Just looking at that now, it is how many in total, not additional. So obviously, for instance, it's 19 turns for that and then 26 for that. It's not like 19 for that and then another 26 on top of that. So that explains that one. Right, so buyout 2. So let's get the memorial out of the way. 71 dust. And let's have a unit. 225. Well, I've got plenty of dust, so let's do that. And so that's done now. Click on the buyout button. Right, okay, I've done that. Yes. Now what? Click on the buyout button of 2 units. Yeah, okay, I have. Oh, I've got to move some as well. For the priorities. Right. Now what's... Come on. It's a good tutorial. It doesn't tell me what to do next. And queue construction as well as drag and drop them to change priority. Right, okay, well that's what I've done. Click on the buyout button of two unit designs queued. Well, I've done that. I've clicked on that one and that one. Are you sure you want to leave the tutorial? No, I want you to tell me what the next step is. Oh, how do I get that back? Open game menu. No. Resume. You don't have any planned movement. Okay. You don't have any armies without orders. Right, fair enough. Right, that's his tiles. Hex and grid, no. Right. How do I get my thingy back open? Open screen to manage. Okay, I can't click on that. I'll click on that one. How do I get my bar back? Oh well, this is going to be a bust. Can't end turn. Can only go into the settings. It tells me about my day. How do I get my bars back up? It's pressing random buttons on the keyboard. Chat window there for some reason. Come on, there's bound to be a key to bring that back up. Come on. Yeah. Well, I think we've just about busted already. Okay, so I'm totally stumped. So what I'm going to do, I'll leave this video here. I'll try and figure out what the hell I've done, and we will continue next time.